Hi viewers, I'm Paul Dvorak, editor of Wind Power Engineering and Development magazine, with a few thoughts on leadership. You know the economy is not in such great shape right now. Our nation is at war, the businesses are struggling to get sales going, and the future just feels so uncertain. And to make matters worse, the baby boomers, the most experienced and talented people in your company, you got to admit that, are thinking about retirement, and some will take advantage of it. So if there was ever a time that called for new solid leadership, this is it. Now the question is, how do you find new leaders for your company? The answer is you don't. You train them. And a good reason for doing so comes from a business book called From Good to Great by Jim Collins. In it, he reports on researchers who evaluate a range of companies led by CEOs hired outside the firm and a similar group of companies run by the people who rose through the ranks. And the good news is that the homegrown CEOs, more often than not, outperform the hired guns. Now, I'm no leadership expert, but working with people for the last half-century has led me to recognize several traits useful in a leader. Sooner or later, you're going to be asked to head a project or an organization or a department. So consider cultivating these characteristics. First of all, and for goodness sakes, show some enthusiasm. Let your people know you're glad to be there. No one enjoys working for a stoic. So when a staffer does something right, let him hear your appreciation. And remember, praise them in public, criticize them in private. And listen to your team. They're chock full of good ideas, but they won't tell you of them unless you ask. So you can do that best in small groups because people seem to be more willing to share in the comfort of, say, 2 or 3 peers. And don't underestimate the advantage of quiet people. One former colleague I recall was the quietest on staff, especially in an audience. At press conferences, she rarely asked questions or made comments. But when I asked her for a suggestion away from the crowd, she always offered a worthy idea. So let me close by suggesting you develop your leadership skills first by reading Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. The 7 habits are easy to understand, and the best way to appreciate them is to check your library for the audio version of the book. You can play it in the car on the way to work. You'll find it thought-provoking and thoroughly entertaining. I have a few more ideas on leadership in an upcoming video, but for now, just have a great day.